Faromi was a Yoruba prince of the Egbeji quarters and a direct descendant of Owa of Okutu, 27th ruler of Ijesha. His drummers sing of his military feats and sing in his praise, saying, Ariomoro, Leseoke, one who takes off his enemy's head at the foot of the sacred hill. The cognomen got him his name, Arimoro. He was a sworn enemy of Ibadan. Reason being that during previous campaigns, including Ijebu-Ere and Ara expeditions, Ijesha always fought against Ibadan. Twice in the past, Ijesha was on the losing start and Ibadan warriors raided Ijesha in reprisal. In these two raids, all his possessions and family were carted away to Ibadan as booty of war. With the painful loss, he swore to avenge the humiliation and resist Ibadan till his last breath. To better prepare himself for future engagements, he formed a band of warriors and built a private militia. His first opportunity came at the Igbajo War. Igbajo was a cosmopolitan city of many Yoruba factions. Hence, the name Igbajo, meaning community of different people. Ijesha wanted to annex Igbajo in a campaign to absorb all lesser kingdoms in the region, as well as reduce Ibadan's influence in the region. The Baale of Ibadan sent Balogun Akere to reinforce Igbajo. The Balogun showed the legendary battle skills of Ibadan and totally subjugated the Ijesha warriors. Many of the generals of Ijesha perished in the battle, including Lejoka, Rishikin, and Lejofi. Arimoro managed to escape, but he had to go underground for a while to rebuild his militia. 3 years later, Ibadan launched a full-scale war on Ijesha. Once again, Arimoro played a great role in the war, and for the first time, Ibadan warriors noticed him as a potential problem. After a series of combats with which Ibadan closed in dangerously on Ijesha, Arimoro escaped to Akure to avoid being caught and executed. A siege was laid by Ibadan on Ijesha to cut it off from the outside world and push the people of Ijesha to near starvation. This forced Ijesha to surrender and submit to the sovereignty of Ibadan. While in Akure, Arimoro received constant sad news of how Ibadan totally subjugated his ancestral home into a tributary vassal of Ibadan and the imposed Ajeles. For a few years after, he waited for another opportunity to defend his ancestral home from exile. During his campaigns at Akure, he met Faromi Okemesi and identified with the rising momentum to rebel against Ibadan in the region. When events finally led to a full-scale revolt against Ibadan Ajeles, Arimoro took part in the riots. After the massacre of the Ajeles at Ekiti, he went back home with his militia and took the front row place in a similar full-scale revolt against Ajeles in the region, leading with example by killing the Ajele of Ijesha. In a short while, all the Ajeles of the region would be massacred, as was the case at Ekiti. He joined the Ekiti Parapor army and fought alongside folk heroes like Ogedengbe and Faromi. After the end of the war, he came back to Ijesha in 1887 as a war hero. In 1896, he was offered the throne of Ijesha and refused, as he had all political interests and chieftaincy offers prior, claiming that his motivation for his ancestral home was nothing but love. He stepped down for his brother, Hastrop, to take the throne. Arimoro died in 1898 at a very old age.
fún mi lọ́mọ olè o. Ògún mọ́mọ́ fún mi lọ. Ògún mọ́mọ́ fún mi lọ́mọ olè. Ìjẹ́ ìyàn oníláárí.